The podcast you are about to hear contains graphic language and adult content.
Sorry, moms.
Get those sips in, because we're live.
Get your sips in, you sick freaks.
Yeah.
We're live.
Yes. Sickos?
Sicko, nasty little boys. I'm sorry.
Should we take this again?
No,
All
we're
right.
doing it live.
Well,
I've got to own up to my mistakes. That's what I've learned over time.
Hey, folks. Welcome to Craig's Existential Crisis. We're just doing a little pre-show banter. That's what we do.
We're just banting around.
What have you brought to banter about today?
That's a great question. It hasn't been a month since we last recorded, so what is there to catch up on? I mean, we're doing this show on schedule.
Yeah.
Stop that. We're crazy.
I know. Aren't you blessed, listener?
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
B-L-E-S-T. Blessed.
Blessed.
Blessed. Blessed down. Blessed. Up all around. In every crevice.
Gearing up to be a good episode.
Whoa.
I'm just avoiding talking about She-Hulk at this point, so that's where I'm at.
Okay, good. We don't have to then.
Right.
I got a fade.
You did, and it looks great.
Thanks. I feel like a cool guy.
You look like a cool guy. You do.
Thanks.
I think your haircut is great. It makes me think I'm really like, my hair has been doing some things in this heat.
Very voluminous right now, but not in a bad way at all. Wow, I can, your curls are so lovely. Like, I can see each individual spiral at the top of your head, and it's nice.
Shout out Tracy Ellis Ross. Thanks.
Shout out. You know what? If you want to sponsor the pod.
Yeah. Tracy, if you're listening.
Sponsors. Tracy.
I love your product, and I also love money.
Drop the name. Pattern
Beauty.
She's never going to pay us if we don't drop the name.
That's true. Anyway. Get it wherever beauty products are sold. Booty products are different.
You just went booty. Don't beauty
go
products.
If you go to where the booty products are sold and you ask for Pattern Beauty, they won't have it.
They won't have it, frankly.
Unless you go to a good bootician.
Oh, this is going to be a good episode. We could tell.
Yeah.
We could tell. We're talking about hair care. I'm just really glad I can't see my own scalp anymore. That was a really humbling experience, I think. To look my own scalp in the eyes and be like, wow, I've never been afraid of male pattern baldness until now.
Yeah, it's a real fear. I once shaved my head as a mistake.
I know. I didn't recognize you at a restaurant.
You didn't recognize me at a restaurant, famously. Or infamously, rather. But, I didn't... It just made me feel like I do have, tall hair. And before then, it wasn't, maybe as tall as it is now. But it adds a lot of volume to my head. And removing it made me feel like I had a little baby head on a big body.
Your head volume was reduced by such a significant amount.
I felt like Beetlejuice at the end of the movie where his head starts shrinking. That's how I felt.
That's rough. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I didn't want it. That's the difference.
I think we've talked about this before. Maybe not on pod because we have unhinged conversations that we don't record.
Yeah. We're just like this.
Do you have a baldness plan? Because there was a man I was seeing had a baldness. I was talking about being bald because I shaved my head.
Yeah.
And he was like, I think I'm going to go bald eventually. I have a baldness plan. And I was like, that is bold.
Weird. I mean, I guess if you know it's going to happen.
I think his dad is bald.
Yeah.
And pretty young.
I do think that is the father genes.
Yeah. Because your dad's bald.
Well, actually, yes. But Yelena, friend of the show, Ravioli Woman, says, actually, she's told me it's from... Your mom's side is where that gene comes in. So
I would trust her. I don't know.
She knows hair.
Sure. Your mom's got great hair, so you're set in that world.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think... I'll just go gray. And you know what? I've already found some... we found my first gray hair, coming out of my scalp. The rest have been coming out of my nose.
Ooh! They're all partying tall his nose.
But I did have one curly gray silver hair. And you know what?
And you're 30? And that's the first gray
hair
you found?
31.
You're 31? I'm
that's
28. And when the man did the fade on my head, I would say a lot of that hair was silver that he was I was kind of shocked. It was a lot of it was silver. And I was like, I'm going silver faster than I thought I was.
Listen, it's not a bad thing. It looks great on people.
I'm into it. I'm ready to go anytime.
Silver's good. Balding, I knew a kid who was balding in high school, and it was oh man.
I just don't know what I do, and I don't mean to body shame anyone.
No,
bald is beautiful. Everyone's beautiful.
Hey, he was an amazing trombone player.
Oh, he had everything going for him.
Yeah, and then he went bald.
No.
I saw the joke. I have Roger Rabbit syndrome, you know? If it's funny, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, your eyes also pop out of your head when you see a big pair of bazoingas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you're saying no, you don't have a baldness plan.
I don't. I don't think I have to worry about it as much, but only because of Tracy Ellis Ross's product, Pattern Beauty, which has revived my scalp and conditioned my hair to its natural, moist, and lusty beauty.
You know what? She's not paying us. Should we start the show?
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
You say lusty beauty?
Yeah, like short for lustrous.
You caught my eye in the grocery line, and I fancied myself a man worth your time, and I couldn't help thinking, I wish you were mine. A man-seeking woman whose total is 589. Well, I don't do this often. I'm not like other guys, which is why I find myself in a sort of crazy existential crisis.
Podcast for listener, man seeking new song to fuck his girlfriend to. It's time for another Existential Crisis, the show where we take the misconnection section into new directions. I'm Talon Bigelow.
I'm Sarah Thompson, and we're here. And that's as much as we can say about it.
Yeah. Do you think Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine? I'm just
No,
kidding.
I don't.
Just kidding.
I don't
We're
think
kidding.
it happened.
No, it didn't. But I like that gif someone made of him throwing
dropping
a goat.
a goat. Yeah, that was really cute. Despite what you might believe, this is not a celebrity slossip, is what I almost just said.
I think we should have a segment called Celebrity
Slossip.
I don't even know.
I do that a lot, and I don't know if it's... I think there is, like, an actual... Like, I don't think it's a problem for me, but I think it is, like, a real... Like, when people, like, have strokes, like, that is a thing that they do where they, like, switch the first letters of things. So it has, like, a scientific name, but I don't know what it is, but I do it constantly.
Yeah.
Not saying that I just think I'm an idiot, but I...
You know, every time you do that, I double check. I just make sure. I do.
Celebrity Slossip. We don't do it here.
We don't do that here.
We do something else, which is go through the misconnection section of Craigslist, which is like an online free message board. Anyone can post on anonymously. The specific part we go through is the misconnection section, which is where people who've had just momentary encounters or moments with other people, they didn't act on them in the moment. Now they regret it, so they're going to write about it on misconnections in the hope that that person that they meant it for will see it, respond to them, and hope and love will ignite. Is it always used that way? No. Do we bitch about it?
Yeah.
Yes. And Talon is gonna have me cold read one of the ones he found. We find them for each other. We've never seen them before unless we happen to have come across the same one.
Happens.
The first time we see him was when we slap big wet eyeballs on him to read them out loud.
Yeah, so if we like mess up when we read it, don't laugh.
Don't laugh.
This is a comedy podcast, but that's not the comedy.
No.
We can read.
We have good old fun here, not mean man fun.
And if we couldn't read, that would be okay, and you should be impressed that we could do a misconnection podcast. That requires a lot of reading.
And somehow we managed to get around it.
Yeah, so shush.
And that's one secret we'll never tell. Okay. Goth in Blue Star. You, goth with green hair and presumably a partner sitting across from them. Me, pretty boy with tattoos and a gray shirt carrying a coffee cup. Rode past on my bike moments later. I hope you have a nice day. I'm glad we locked eyes. You're very attractive, and if that's your partner, I hope they tell you every day in your preferred way. You maybe want to dig a hole in my backyard and get dirt under my fingertips. If you ever see me again, feel free to kiss me on the mouth or slap me on the ass. That's the kind of greeting I'd like to have.
Yeah?
Feel free to kiss me on the mouth or slap me on the ass.
Yeah. That's a great...
I'm not opposed to either of those things.
It's...
I mean, I would be with lots of people, but the way this is phrased, I like
assuming there's someone who read the invite. The memo that you sent out to all available bachelor, bachelorettes.
Yeah, to kiss me on the mouth, slap my ass.
If you're interested in me, kiss me on the mouth. If you're wearing a shirt, for example, that says, kiss me on the mouth.
And then I'm wearing matching booty shorts that say, or slap me on the ass.
We need a merch shop so bad. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. Genius idea. Wow. Okay. I would like to ask though.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think "you made me want to dig a hole in my backyard and get dirt under my fingertips" means?
Well, here's my read on it. Is like this is someone. It's almost like they're seeing a goth for the first time. Like maybe they've seen other goths before, but never one they wanted to like bang before.
I guess.
And they're like a clean. Like they were wearing a. They're a pretty boy. They're sure they got tattoos.
So but not like, too pretty.
Not pretty, but like maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would never see themselves with a goth before.
I also like that a person is calling themselves a pretty boy.
Yeah,
like
I'm a pretty boy.
I'm attracted to that.
Pretty boy.
Everything about this misconnection, I'm attracted. I don't know if you can tell. I'm interested
in either. Yeah.
Oh my God, absolutely.
You should reply. And
let's say both.
Say, hey, if it doesn't work or if that person is their partner, I'm available.
I'm so lonely.
The vibe is, it's almost like if Don Draper from Mad Men existed in a couple, okay, let's just say the 2000s. Don't make math out of it. Just
don't make math.
And he decided to get a couple tattoos and wear gray shirts all the time. And he walked into a donut shop in Portland and saw a goth babe. And
I don't know that I call Don Draper a pretty boy. He's too meaty for it.
I know, but like this is the kind of this person would definitely watch Mad Men and most related to Don Draper.
Okay.
And like now needs to go like it's like if Don Draper saw a hippie for the first time, but like they were like pretty.
Oh, so you're saying the whole getting dirt under your fingertips is all about dirtying up their image so that they're meeting the goth where they're at?
They're like, you made me want to... I've never had spicy food before, and you were eating something spicy, and now I'm ready for spicy food.
Interesting. Okay. I guess I was imagining something a little more occult. I was like, do you want me to bury myself in your backyard?
Whoa.
Like, they're like goths. Goths look like dead people.
I'll dig a hole for you.
Grave.
Do you like dead rats, or is that a...
Do you like rat kings, where their tails are all attached?
Yeah.
And then they move around together?
I'll bring you a rat king.
I'll bring you a rat king.
I'll throw a lasso around it.
I'll crown you my rat queen.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Make you my rat queen.
Yeah, maybe that's what they mean.
Yeah.
They're gonna... I was hoping for some creepy backyard moon ceremony where people are digging... I don't know.
We don't know. Do you know any goths?
I wish I did. I get really excited when I see goths. One of the highlights of my life was I was visiting the coast last summer and camping, and all of a sudden my eyes clapped on a figure and goths on the beach. It was goths on the beach.
Wow.
It was a goth wedding on the beach. It was incredible.
Wow.
It was incredible. They had little parasols.
I
think I've talked about this on the podcast before because it was such a formative moment for me.
I mean, you must have, but I don't know if I compared it to a scene from Sweeney Todd before. Did I do that already?
You know what? All we are is history repeating itself. So go, be free. Be unburdened by your past. Yeah. Say whatever you want.
It reminds you of Tim Burton's rendition of By the Sea from the hit film Sweeney Todd.
Honestly, it did feel a lot like that. But, you know, I'm not current day friends with any goths. When I was in grade school, I was friends with this goth. I don't know if I should name drop her, but part of the story would be good if I did. But also, I feel like she might feel like I'm making fun of her, which maybe I am a little bit.
Ooh. Well, good to have these check-ins with yourself.
So her parents were white Rastafarians.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No judgment.
Your mouth got real small.
I'm fine. Go on.
Her parents, and they had all changed their names. Like, God, I don't know how to tell the story without revealing everyone's name, but it's so good and part of the story. I won't do it.
Yeah, okay. You know what? We're gonna have to have a Patreon and make that a bonus episode. You pay for people.
Yeah.
This is what you can expect.
If you want the hot goths, if you want the hot goths. You gotta drop that money for Patreon. Just suffice to say, one of their names started with Jaw.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna end it there.
Yeah, that's a good teaser. That's a good teaser for our upcoming Patreon. Coming soon.
Sarah names people she knows.
Yeah, for $5 you get the names. But we can tell the story and bleep out the names, and then for $5 you get the uncensored version.
Unbleeped, yeah.
There we go. Is $5 a good price? Let us know. Dutch Bros Milk Cane. I'm going to do a quick little editorial here. I'm going to assume they were trying to say plain.
But you did a great job of saying the word pecan.
Okay, take it as it is. Milk pecan or mil plain. I added a K. Milk. We're all off the rails here. Let's start this one over. Dutch Bros Mil Plain. Possibly pecan. You were wearing cute kitty ears and microfiber shorts. Your face just made me melt. You asked me what I had been doing. If you are interested in a date or dinner, tell me what I said.
Okay, for those of you, I don't know what our audience looks like. I'm going to go ahead and assume for those of you who are not from the Pacific Northwest, Dutch Brothers.
Yes.
It's a drive-through coffee chain.
Yeah.
The other thing it's known for, having the most aggressively friendly baristas in the history of mankind. They're literally trained to practically climb into your car and tell you compliments and ask you how your day's been.
Yeah, I think this is true. There was a SNL sketch about Jamba Juice a while back and how everyone there was like over eager and overexcited. This is just the truth at Dutch Bros.
Yeah, Jamba Juice doesn't even compare.
No. Jamba
Not
Juice
even
was
close.
Their name was dragged through the mud when Dutch Bros is standing over here asking me about all the details of my day.
Yeah,
when
truly.
I just haven't even had a coffee yet, or it's gotten so bad that I'm at Dutch Bros at 5:30 p.m. Like, it's one or the other.
And also, I'll just say, as a person who likes it when people are nice to them, I love having a pleasant interaction. I'm not one of those people who, when I go out in public, I'm like, nobody talk to me. No. When I go out in public, I'm like, I like to have a pleasant interaction.
Sure.
This is too much. Dutch Brothers is too much. I get the cold sweats going there.
Yeah.
They have great iced teas, which is why I go there.
Yeah.
But I get the cold sweats going to Dutch Brothers because I know they're going to be so invasive, so friendly and invasive that it's like the Stepford Wives of drive-through coffee chains.
Have you I know we're not talking about misconnection at all yet, but have you ever gone there when you're having like a bad day?
Yes.
And it's the worst.
It's the worst because they're like, "How are you?" And you're like, "I've considered driving my car into this pylon, but I can't just say that to you because you will ask me more questions about it because you've been trained to."
Now you have to lie, and they're not going to stop at one question,
No.
so it's got to be a good lie that you can like keep the track on.
No.
Oh, it's good. Yeah? Do anything fun? I saw a movie. Oh, cool. What movie? That the Gerard Butler one. And you just hope and pray that Gerard Butler was in a movie.
At some
or
point.
that they'll just be like, oh, I'm like 18, so I have never seen a Gerard Butler movie. And they'll go,
That's the age cutoff.
That's where you stop the conversation. There's my life hack. If you're nervous about talking to a Dutch Bros employee, name drop an actor they're too young to know.
Yeah.
Anyone above 35.
It's haunting when you see someone over the age of 22 working there. It's like you've done something wrong to be, and not in a way that I'm like shitting on service workers. No. Like, because a 22-year-old and above, a 45-year-old working at Starbucks wouldn't blink twice. Sure.
Yeah.
Dutch Bros, the energy, I imagine it sucks out your life force, that you physically cannot work there for longer than your teen years, or you will be a hollowed out husk of a human being by the end.
The culture's very young, and also maybe that oversized employee is there. Maybe he's actually like sucking the life force out of these young people, and that's why there's one old working at every Dutch Bros.
That's a fascinating thought.
Anyway.
This is all to say, they weren't flirting with you. I cannot say it enough when people write misconnections about service workers, but this one especially. Mm-hmm. And the fact that the sort of turning point here was you asked me what I had been doing. Yeah, they do that. They truly as though there was a tiny man with a knife hiding behind the drive-through window, up to the artery in their leg that pumps a lot of blood that if you cut it, you die. Yeah. As though there's a tiny man crouched there, they must ask you that question.
Now that I think about it, I'm going to have to check just to make sure Dutch Bros employees aren't like blinking in Morse code at me as they're having a long conversation about my day.
It might be true.
They're not. That's not flirting. This might be your first Dutch Bros, and maybe you don't know that. But,
maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know. Maybe just ease off.
They're also That's pretty young.
They're also pretty young, which makes
you might be pretty young
this person's
too.
young. We don't know. We don't love it. We'll say it that way. We don't love it. That person's bold for wearing kitty ears in the customer service realm because goddamn, I cannot imagine the amount of comments they probably got about it.
Yeah. And listen, that is a bold choice. And listen. Hats off to you. Ears off to you.
Oh, you stop it.
My lady, here's one for you.
Oh, thanks.
Speaking of youths and maybe cultures we don't understand.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Take me there, Culture King. Hot Mexican in the 444 hoodie at the race a while back. You were beside the modified Civic for the first half of the night. Was it yours? Vaping wit vape dark pen. Dark vape pen. That was very difficult. Looking hot as hell in your black 444 hoodie. I was the brunette back then, and you took your eyes off the race a few times to make eye contact with me. You had a good-looking, I'm assuming, Asian friend who seemed drunk or was super quiet. You're a Latino, but only half, I think. You're about 18, same as me. Prove you're real by telling me what time it was. Blunt is on me. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's find romance at the drag show.
At the drag race.
The drag
show.
Sideshow is what I meant to say. And drag show is what came out, but I'm not mad about it. You can find love at either.
You can.
Apparently.
Yeah,
the youths.
Listen, so street racing, definitely a phenomenon. Here and everywhere.
Sure.
Occasionally, I hear real loud cars zipping by my street.
Wow, sounding like an old man like never before right now.
I know. Listen, I am sometimes an old, but if you got to be 18 to attend these places, I've only seen video evidence of this happening in a Portland street, like once recently, from a mutual friend who found themselves present at a street race. And the only other insight I have in this culture is I had a neighborhood friend who I only knew up until like 6th, 7th grade. I don't know. Basically, I found out much later that they got arrested for street racing. I was like, in Bothell? That's that. Where is that even?
The happening street. Who knew the happening street racing culture really was in Bothell, Washington?
Yeah. So aside from like a few Fast and Furious movies, this is like a weird underground world to me that until RuPaul makes a show about it, I'm not going to understand.
You're not going to get it.
What's your insight? What do you think? Is it a place to find romance?
What's my insight?
What do you got?
I really only see inside shows on Instagram. Follow a great Instagram. I'm from the Bay Area originally. Ooh. There's a Instagram that's like Bay Area memes. There's a lot of outside shows because they happen a lot in the Bay.
Cool.
They're definitely part of Bay culture. That's what I know. I've seen a lot of Instagram videos of them. Would I find love there? No. Would somebody? Apparently so.
Apparently so. I'm surprised that it's the teenagers so much. I kind of felt like street racing the Fast and Furious movies make it feel like an old man sport.
Yeah, I think it is for the young ones.
For the youths.
It's for the youths. It's at that time in your life where you can sideshow right into the side of a building and walk away. Apparently.
Yeah, you feel no pain. Yeah. You're invincible.
Yeah, when you're 18, nothing's getting through that.
The law?
Rock
what
hard
law?
Exterior.
Yeah.
Exterior. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm really struggling. I'll be real with you.
Listen, if anyone knows anything, invite me to a sideshow.
Oh, you can go alone.
You don't want to go?
No, I don't want to go to the sideshow.
Oh, okay. Mysterious shoe signal at Bridge City block party. Something strange just happened to me at the Bridge City block party in Southeast Portland industrial area. I was at an outdoor music block party, and in the middle of Adventure Club set, someone slowly steps on my left heel of my shoe. I turn around and see a beautiful blonde wearing black platform shoes stepping on the heel of my left shoe. She slowly looks right at me, says nothing. I look at her friend, who is a pretty Asian woman with black hair standing to the left of her, also silent. I turn around and continue dancing, thinking it could have been an accident. A few minutes later, it happens again. The blonde woman steps on the heel of my shoe, slowly and deliberately. So I turn around and say, "Hey," while looking at her. She gives a slight smile, still says nothing. I turn around and continue dancing, and after about 2 to 3 minutes, they leave together to go deeper into the crowd on the right. I looked for them after the show. Couldn't find them. Anyone know what this shoe signal means? So confused.
Counterculture seems to be the way of the evening.
Yeah, I saw this one too. I won't lie. I had it saved, and I am also intrigued. 2 for 2 also for like pretty Asian sidekicks in these misconnections.
Yes, right.
Unless it's the same. Do you think it's the same woman? I don't know.
It's the summer of pretty Asian sidekicks. That is what it is.
Shout out Brenda Song.
Shout out Brenda Song. I am Googling this. The first thing that shows up, which is hilarious, is on complex.com. And it says, how to react when somebody steps on your sneakers.
Okay, that doesn't seem related. And people need an article for this?
You could try to laugh it off. Look the person square in the eyes and don't say anything.
This is an article for psychopaths.
Give them a lecture. Make a scene. React with an open-faced slap. Act like nothing happened.
Wait. Is this a quiz, or these are all equal options?
These are all options that you could have.
I mean, don't do some of those. Probably.
What does it mean to step on someone's shoe?
What do you think it means?
I think it means it was an accident. And those people were maybe on drugs of some kind, and they were just like zoned out and accidentally stepped on the back of someone's shoe. And this guy is really seeing patterns where I don't think there are any. Okay.
Feeny. Once is an accident. Twice?
Twice? That's 2 accidents.
The same shoe? Slowly and deliberately? I don't know.
What do you think it is?
Okay. Obviously, what it means is, it's not like a do you want to hook up thing, because I think that's obvious. That's where you go. I mean, there's so many other ways to signal that.
Sure.
Right? So I think this has to be a little more complicated. And I don't know if there being 2 of them means anything, but it probably means something like, hey, follow me if you want an adventure. Not like necessarily.
They didn't go anywhere.
They didn't go anywhere.
Because they
went somewhere and he didn't follow. That's what happened. If he had followed them, who knows? They could have gone hang gliding. They could have gone
Maybe they could have gone to the sideshow.
They could have gone to a sideshow?
That's how you get invited. You gotta hang out.
That's the way. It is the same Asian girl. Oh my God.
It's true.
Yeah. So there's some sort of secret code entrance to get into the sideshow, and it's
step on the back of the shoe.
Step in the back of the shoe.
I don't know.
Follow me. If you want to see the left heel on some cars get stepped on or something. Card lingo.
I would like to know what it means, if it means something. I don't think it does, because if it did, the internet would say it.
It would be, you'd think it'd be easier to find, but I don't know how these things get around. I feel like there's got to be counterculture to the internet that would, create some lingo that we wouldn't know.
I agree. I'm frantically, what I'm doing right now, as I'm looking to see if our dear friend Instagram account, misconnections_PDX, has posted this to their account.
Happy 20,000 followers.
Happy 20,000 followers.
If you aren't following them, you should be.
They, honestly, we only get maybe a fourth of what Misconnections has to offer. And let me tell you, whoever runs that account, they're getting all of them.
Batman of the internet.
I don't think they posted this one.
We might have to reach out and then have them post it. Maybe they'll hear this. Just so we can get a little community feedback, a little crowdsourcing.
Oh, wait. They did post it. Okay, let's see if anyone commented.
What do we know?
Back in the day, we called that a flat tire. Okay, yeah, thanks. That's not helpful.
Yeah, not helpful. You sound like an old.
It sounds like 2 mean girls trying to trip you up. Sounds unintentional. Okay, yeah, so everyone agrees that it is probably just 2 people a little bit on drugs.
Yeah.
So glad to know that, as always,
so what do you think?
I'm right.
But is that like flirting? Or is that like...
Do you think they like me?
But why would they pick
him
specifically
to pick
special,
on? He's special, like why?
Yeah, like why not anyone else?
In grade school, they always said, like, if someone picks on you, it means they like you.
Yeah. So like maybe.
Did you ever pick on a girl you liked? You don't strike me as the kind of boy who would do that.
I did not.
You were a nice boy.
I was a good 2 shoes. Not that, like, I know I had a phase in, like, I don't know, 4th grade of, like, bullying someone, not even like aggressively, but like there was nicknames going around, and I was like, well, I gotta get in on this because
I love that you're coming clean about this, just in case somebody from your past resurfaces. And Actually,
there's one thing you should know.
You repeated a mean nickname,
and then I regretted it, and even I think
what
later.
Was it?
I don't even remember. I just remember that.
Is that real, or are you just too embarrassed?
I don't remember.
Okay,
but
I'm gonna let you have boundaries.
It wasn't. It wasn't anything inventive.
Okay. I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, like, but yeah, I don't know. I think I want to say, and I don't know why I'd say it if it wasn't true. I want to say I apologize, but and I'm not trying to look good. If I didn't, it wouldn't matter. I was a kid, but
sure.
Anyway, what was I before that? I was saying something.
I don't know. I was more interested in knowing if you were a bully or not.
Well,
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, yes.
You off.
I was. The question was, did I ever pick on someone I liked?
Yes.
No, not that I remember doing that.
Okay.
I really don't.
Not an interesting answer, but that's fine.
It is. I guess I never saw. Like, I saw that in cartoons as a thing, but I feel like it was really laid out as like a thing that didn't make sense. I feel like
I was going to say it's relatively ineffective. So I mean, you were on the right. You know what, Talon?
What?
Yet again, you're on the right side of history.
Yes. Yes. That's 2 times.
Yeah, that's twice. I don't know what the other one is, but it's twice.
No, just I think Hey Arnold really helped me. Someone's gonna do the math and see like, but Hey Arnold didn't come out until 2000. But
That's
I feel like
a fact checker voice.
That squashed that bug. Did you ever pick on someone you liked?
No, I don't think that it would have been ingrained in me as much being a girl child.
Yeah.
I was told there was a boy who did actually physically hurt me, and I did tell my parents, and they were like, "Oh, it's because he liked you." And I was like, "I don't think you understand that he physically hurt me."
Yeah.
Funnily enough, he was stepping on the back of my shoes. Which is just coming back to me now.
Shit.
You like her and you bitch.
Wow.
I'm dropping first and last names.
Oh my god.
Don't fight me.
Oh my god, we're gonna break the internet.
I don't know if it's true that he did like me, but he did. I also I was a fat little child, but I wasn't bullied very much.
Sure.
And I think it was relatively unbullyable. I was pretty good at avoiding being bullied.
Nice.
Not saying that people who get bullied
They
are
just aren't avoiding it hard enough.
They're not avoiding it hard enough.
No.
I just think that I was pretty good at deflecting, and I was a lot funnier than all my bullies. So if anyone did try to bully me, I was significantly funnier than them, so I could just neutralize them. Mm-hmm. But that was the one time in my life I remember being bullied, and it was because he was physically stronger than I was.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't outwit my way out of that one, boys.
It's hard to do sometimes.
But I did get him back by, I think I punched him in the face and also leapt on his back in the middle of a schoolyard fight.
You think?
And I did not get caught for that. So I definitely did.
Yeah, okay.
I say I think so that I could plead.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah, there was a full brawl.
Wow.
There was a brawl. And somehow I didn't get in trouble for it. I just remember, it's very vague now. I have a very terrible memory of my childhood, just because I can't remember anything.
I'm also a horrible...
It's horrible to remember anything. But I do remember, it was there was a game being played, and it was boys versus girls, and it was some sort of dodgeball sort of game, and at one point, it devolved into... It got kind of physical, we were still playing, and I remember being this is my chance. And it was the opportunity arose to beat the shit out of him, and I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
And so I punched him and then leapt on his back like a wild animal.
Listen.
And then I think that I saw that a schoolyard monitor coming over, so I leapt off, but not before I'd done some damage.
You just gotta do enough. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I condone violence, but
I do. I think if you're a little girl being bullied, you should beat the shit out of whoever's bullying you.
if someone's hitting you, you just gotta hit them back once.
Uh-huh.
One time.
One time
is all it takes. If that's not even an equal punishment to the crime.
No.
Usually.
No.
So
it's payback, baby.
Fucking
Be
punch
violent.
him once. Just once. That's once. Don't make a habit out of it.
I think violence solves problems.
Violence is not the only choice, but sometimes it's the only choice that's left.
Yeah. So May not be the only choice, but sometimes it's a pretty good choice.
When you've exhausted other options, then you get, oh, what a good choice to have.
And that's our opinion on violence.
That's us on violence, and that's on God.
And that's on God. Go off. All right. Do you have another
disconnection? I really should have been doing my job here.
No. We were talking about violence. It was important.
Yeah.
I'm rolling up my sleeves like a cool old gangster because I'm warm.
Showing off your tats.
Yeah, my stick of tats.
Looking cool.
Capital of Texas. I was trying to flirt, and by trying to flirt, I mean silently crushing on you while you worked and hoping you'd catch my vibe. Oblivious to my attempts at psychic connection, my mom said you were flirting with me, mostly because you seemed friendly and nervous. I made it a point to thank you by name on our way out, and I thought I saw you check me out in return. Or maybe my mom put ideas in my head. Without any HIPAA violations, say hi, cutie. That's an emoji. That wasn't an editorial ad. That is part of it.
Yeah, you read that well.
Thank you. I'll say it. Moms do be hyping up the fake flirting too much. I'm gonna say it right now. Your mom was putting ideas in your head.
Yeah.
Moms are there they want you to thrive, and so they're gonna say, "Oh my god, they were totally flirting." No, they weren't.
Moms think they're the best wingman you could have.
That's it. Talon, that's it. You said it, and it's true.
And you can all appreciate what they're doing, but sometimes, not trying is better, and sometimes they don't understand that. Like, not trying is hard.
Yeah, and sometimes I need reality. I don't need fantasy, I don't need you to be like, yeah, that person's checking you out. I need, like, no, honey, we're getting your ears checked out for tonsillitis.
Oh. yeah.
It's traveled. Well, because the HIPAA violations, I'm assuming they were at a hospital.
Or something, yeah.
Because HIPAA, we all know about HIPAA.
We all know HIPAA.
It's the Privacy Act of America.
Yeah.
The first part is Health
Information Privacy Act of America. See, we know it.
That's true.
Well...
I know that's what HIPAA does, but I don't know that that's the name of it.
It's a better name for it if it's not the name.
Yes.
So you're welcome. You can have that for free.
U.S. government, run us our check. Thank you.
Yeah. Still not sure if it's right or not.
Bullshitting. Just absolutely pulling this out of our ass. But yeah, it had to have been some sort of doctor's situation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Situation.
Nurses flirting with you. I don't know.
I don't know.
We say often about service workers that they're not.
Yeah, they're probably not.
A medical situation is real personal.
Yeah.
And on that one level, I'd be like, there definitely needs to be firmer boundaries there. But on the other hand, it's like, if you're seeing maybe someone on there worse and you're still interested,
maybe that's a plus.
Maybe
it's a plus. I was going to say, there are cons and pros to somebody knowing your entire health history before they start dating you.
Absolutely. And, never thought about it before.
I would say maybe the cons outweigh the pros, but I'm a Grinch. So don't listen to me.
I
think they should know a very
Yeah.
It's time for Sarah's Safe Sex Corner. I think it is important for your partner to know a certain part of your health history, and that is getting STI checks regularly and between partners, because you don't want to catch or give an STI. And if you have multiple partners, you need to think about the web of connection that's creating, and everybody needs to get tested. And that's been Sarah's Sexual Health Corner.
I loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. We need more of those.
Did you have something? It looks like you were about to poised to say something else.
Oh, I just was making sure we didn't miss anything here. But also,
I love that you're like, I gotta go over this.
We gotta make sure we hit it.
We gotta make sure we hit all the big bits.
We get every one of these once for like 5-10 minutes. We gotta make sure. There's so many times, guys, and I keep joking about it. I swear to God, I'm gonna start like a spin-off in between weeks. He's
never gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Because there's so many times where like I'll say shit on here, and then immediately after I go home, I'm like, why was that my answer? Why?
But that's why I love it so much, is because then it's cemented forever, and I can pull receipts if I need to. And even an even greater thing, you can pull receipts.
I can pull receipts.
I say a lot of dumb shit on this.
Just look, I just don't know why I described my date's perfect outfit, and I don't really like where it ended up. I was like, what a weird choice.
Throwback.
Why are they like?
I thought it was a good outfit.
Like a school uniform? I don't know. It felt a little...
It wasn't a school uniform.
It wasn't. It was a blazer and a skirt and it was a little preppy, which I think later in the episode I was also like very anti-preppy, which was weird. Why did I do that?
I think you need to remove the self-judgment. I'm hearing Talon judge himself, and I'm going to need you to remove the self-judgment, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this one, get ready. It's long. It's 2 slides. Do you see what I'm doing? You're going to read this, and then you're going to go like that and finish it. Do you get it?
This is
Do
like...
you understand?
And
is it clear?
Infinity War and Endgame kind of thing here.
Oh, God.
Goodwill Bear. It was about 10:30 a.m. on Friday, 8/5/22, when it happened at the Goodwill store off Pacific Highway in Tigard. You were browsing the book section near the front door when you suddenly looked up at me as I walked into the store. I was wearing a black t-shirt, dark green cargo shorts, and glasses. You looked handsome as hell. When you first looked at me, I almost froze, but I really had to use the men's room. LOL. You're a mature, chubby Papa Bear wearing a gray shirt, long pants, hat, and glasses. After using the men's room, I saw you were trying on shirts. As I walked over towards you, I realized that you were not alone. I couldn't tell if he was your partner, but he was Asian, just like me, so I backed off because I didn't want to create any issues for you in case you were married. It did appear like you were there with an Asian family. Yet, it was still abundantly apparent that you were checking me out as much as I was checking you out. We were definitely feeling a vibe there. Anyways, I'd really love to talk with you and see what that vibe is all about. All I know is that it felt good seeing you today, whoever you are. Well, my handsome mystery Goodwill Bear, I hope you have an awesome day, week, etc. And I really, really hope to hear from you. Big hugs. Sincerely, Asian Dude at Goodwill. Winky emoticon, winky emoticon, winky emoticon, winky kiss emoticon.
Winky kiss?
Winky kiss.
Wow. What a saga made out of a mere glimpse.
You know, isn't this symptomatic of the whole issue? Aren't we all over-romanticizing things
Aren't
a
we
little?
All romantics at heart? Aren't we all just?
This is why this website is here, though, for the dreamers.
For the bears.
And
the bear chasers.
And the bear chasers. Also, that's 3 for 3 for Asian side characters, but this was written also by an Asian main character, I'm going to call them in this context. So
do not confine Asian people to merely side characters.
No.
They can also write incredibly long Goodwill misconnections.
Yes. We are not a monolith.
No. All sorts.
All sorts.
It is weird that there's been a theme through all these, everyone pointing out specifically ethnicities.
Like that's going to distinguish the situation somehow, but clearly not.
I mean, Portland's a pretty white city, so apparently I think anytime anyone sees anyone who's not white, they're like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Call the newspapers.
Yeah. Can I tell you how much I wish I didn't stand out in this city? Like, not because of, like, weird, regular, daily shit. I just mean, like, when there's an event where I know there's people I know, and I don't want to talk to people, they're going to find me so fast. So much faster than I'm going to find them.
You know how you can fix that? Shave your head.
Shave my head.
Because a good friend of yours, did not recognize you. I think you could get away with it more if
I shave my head.
Changed your hairstyle frequently.
That would
fool him.
That would fool him.
You could keep a variety of disguises in your car.
I like that.
Like a big fake nose and a mustache.
Yeah.
On glasses specifically.
I'm down.
Yeah, this was a real romance moment. It's a little intense. This bear was with an entire family. An entire Asian family.
Yeah.
And still this guy was like, you know what? I'm gonna shoot my shot. And who's it? Mixed families exist.
Oh, for sure.
Blended families exist.
Absolutely.
Is it, are we stretching here? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe you're trying to see romance where there was none.
Yeah. But
you know what? You did write a misconnection about it, which is the most passive way to go about it, so I guess you're doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess it's better that you didn't, DM them on Instagram. That would have been, I guess, crossing a line. This is acceptable, but I don't know.
Thin ice.
Thin ice. Watch yourself.
So long. Oh, what a time it was. It was 1983, Barcelona, Spain. The bullfight had just ended and the crowd was leaving the stadium. The matador had had a bad day and the kill was not very clean. Exiting and strolling onto the sidewalk outside, I saw you. Long, straight brunette hair, Converse high tops, Frampton concert t-shirt, crying in the sunshine. You had felt so sorry for the bull you couldn't take it. You didn't see me, and we didn't speak. But maybe there's a chance that you now live in the Pacific Northwest and we can connect. Long live the bull! Y viva España! España, excuse me. I need to speak with the proper Spanish accent when I'm speaking Spanish. Spanish.
Yeah. I've sometimes heard that they don't even use that lisp on S's, but I don't know. That seems...
no, you're right.
I don't know. I don't know what's accurate.
Have you ever been to Spain?
I haven't.
I do sound a little bit like Daffy Duck when I'm doing that.
Well, you do. That's true.
Wow, this person really... I feel like people get a lot of shit on Misconnections for being like, why did you write this? This person's never going to see this. Or like, this was 3 months ago. Why are you writing this now?
Yeah.
This person didn't even see this person in the same country. On the same continent.
Decade.
And they said, you know what? I'm going to shoot my shot. And do I love it? Maybe, maybe not. Do I respect it? Maybe, maybe not. Did they do it? They absolutely did.
Yeah. Do we have thoughts on it? Maybe.
Maybe. Do you want to hear them? Sure.
Possibly.
I think fine. If this is what you needed to do to let go of that memory, all right.
Sure.
This was part of your grieving process. Sure.
And you know what? What if it works? We all are laughing and thinking, this is pretty wild. Until it works.
Because then, ain't that the meet cute of the century that you said, everyone told me not to believe that this girl I saw crying in Spain because the bull... also, very intense thing to do in Spain. I don't think I could do it. I walked by a bullfighting arena.
Yeah?
Like an old one. Mm-hmm. And, it was cool because they had, the history poster up outside. But I was like, I don't think I could go to a bullfight. I think that would just be, I don't know what the draw would be. I'd be bummed.
Bullfights, other types of rodeo event aren't of interest to me.
Rodeo event?
A rodeo theater.
What about dressage?
Dressage.
Making a horse dancers?
It's fine. It's just not that exciting to me. Yeah, I can make my dog dance too then, if that's what you call dancing. Yeah.
I can make my dog dance. And so what's the point? I'll just have him do that for free.
Listen, I've heard of what they call pony shows, and I don't think that's it.
What's a pony show?
I don't know. I think it's something a little sexy.
Oh. Like genuine.
Oh, like genuine.
Like genuine.
Like genuine.
Cross-continental. I really thought that was going to end with and then we were sitting on our flight back from Spain and we were both flying back to PDA. Then it would have been acceptable.
Then it would have been cool, but no.
There are lines of acceptability here. And unfortunately, I think this one may have crossed it. But again... We're not the keepers. We're not the keepers of the misconnections. We simply are here to judge silently from a distance. And not silently. We're here to judge very loudly on a podcast from a distance.
We are but observers. Supernova Daisy. I was the pizza guy with cool t-shirts, ordered a latte just so we could converse. You were sweet and petite, and I wanted your number. Couldn't bring myself to ask while you were working this summer. What a bummer. Stars exploded. Opportunity eroded faster than some cafe doors be closing.
That's exact. I was hoping that midway through you would realize it was a poem. Because there's a lot of slant rhyme and internal rhyme happening in the beginning.
Which some of the greatest poets and MCs do. But...
And I did love that the spirit took you away by the end.
Oh, no, I figured it out. Yeah, I saw the source code. I'm making a lot of Jeffrey Wright-specific references, and I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
But whoever's getting them, you're my people. You're my audience. Yeah, this really, it did catch me off guard.
I know, and I loved seeing, the delight light up your eyes. You realized it was a poem. It's
just,
wonderful.
I mean, you don't use a word like eroded without...
some meaning behind it.
Without some meaning behind it. Without some rhyme work going on.
Honestly, that was so romantic.
Yeah.
Have you ever written a poem for someone, a romance poem, or had a romance poem written for you?
I mean, Elena's written me cute poems before.
That's sweet. So then yes. What do you mean, I mean? Yes. Then the answer is yes.
Yeah. She wrote one about my butt. It was cute. Maybe one day she'll come read it on the pod.
That's so sweet.
And I wrote her. I was working on like a little like ditty I never like put into song form because I couldn't make it work. But I wrote some verses.
Oh.
To woo my lady.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious that like affection and love makes us where our little like lizard brains are like must rhyme.
I will create.
Must rhyme to make feel good.
I must make Dr. Seuss, but better.
The sexiest poet.
Yeah.
Some might say.
Well. Some. I don't know. Kind of looks like an old racist to me.
Oh, get him!
Ooh,
get him!
What?
Yeah, honestly, Dr. Seuss is nothing on this guy.
No.
What a bummer.
Honestly.
Stars exploded. Opportunity eroded.
Wow. Lin-Manuel who?
My thoughts exactly.
When this guy writes the next musical about a former slave owner, I'm going to be front row.
Yeah. This time, I'm going to show up.
It's Jefferson's turn.
Do you have any more for me?
Yeah, I do. I just have been getting so enthralled.
So stingy. You're being so stingy tonight.
Okay, you may have one.
If you beg.
Well, this kind of harkens back to a topic from earlier.
Oh. To the cute OHSU nurse. The only reason I don't want my fractured ankle to heal is to see you again. I was excited to see you for my last visit, but I got another guy instead. I thought I saw you wave as I was walking out, but I was distracted trying to find the elevator, and when I looked back, you were halfway down the hall. I had the long dark hair and teal leggings. You had on maroonish scrubs today. Can you tell me which ankle was fractured? Do you remember how it happened? Well, I'll say right now, respondents, you've got a 50-50 chance of getting one of those questions right. Unless this person's got more than 2 ankles.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not here to shame anyone about their body diversity.
No, if you have 3 ankles, I don't know.
Don't body shame the 3-ankled people out there. What are you doing?
I'm kidding.
You're alienating our audience.
You're right. I went
audience.
for a dumb joke, and I can't even hear the laughs. What's wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me?
The laughs aren't even echoing around my little head.
Yeah.
I will say, there's also something about, like, because, like, I broke my leg in a couple places when I was a preteen. And I think partly because I had been sitting in a hospital waiting room all day with, like, the wheelchair, like, ended where my leg was broken. And so I was just sitting in a hospital waiting room all day with pressure on my broken leg parts. And then I finally got to the children's hospital and they put a nice warm blanket on me. And then the man doctor who was going to fix my leg came in, and I swear to God, I thought I was in love. But I think it's because I was like, somebody finally will fix me. Yeah. So I will say, I think sometimes you get broken limb goggles. Because I don't know. I have no recollection if that doctor was actually attractive. I do remember being in love with him because he made my leg hurty less.
Yeah, I think that'll do it. I think, if the first person who's nice to you, sometimes people in those settings can be a little short.
Oh, they can be harsh.
A little bit
they can be harsh.
Yeah, I don't really have the time to like care about you so much.
Yeah, okay, but also like you're seeing everybody on the worst day.
Yeah, like a nice comment would like make a world of difference.
Or like a sweet and tender.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, your leg hurts.
Yeah, like
let's get you a wheelchair that doesn't end right where your leg broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about hey, we're going to do our best to help you.
Yeah.
What about that?
What about it?
That would be like, great. It's a scary time for some people. And then I feel like the first person who's nice to you, you're just going to be like,
love.
Oh my God.
It's love.
Thank you.
So I'm saying in this case, being in love with your service worker is acceptable. Because I too have been there.
Your delusions are protecting you from your pain.
Also, that is a really cute meet cute if you're like, you were the doctor that set my broken leg.
Honestly? Yeah, that would be a very, very heartfelt kind of love.
It would be.
It wouldn't be based on not lust. Not lust. I didn't lock eyes with you at some nightclub while I was drinking alcohol. You didn't step on the
back of my shoe and
no, you didn't step on the back of my shoe. I was high on pain and you brought the endorphins.
Show me kindness. All right, I got one last one for you.
Gimme.
This is my last one.
Thinking of you and your awesome pecs. Fantasized about going down on him last night while sniffing brown bottle. Had a great time, but not like the real thing. I miss that. I am confused.
Yeah, me too. And we'll see if we're confused in the same place.
What brown bottle? What that?
That's poppers. That's
okay.
a poppers reference.
Great, okay. So
I got that part. What does going down on a peck mean?
I don't...
Are they giving your nipples that sloppy toppy?
Are you motorboating? Is it different than motorboating?
I don't know. I just feel like going down is a very specific terminology that I personally wouldn't use for sucking on a titty.
Going down, also, it's directional. Pecs, you don't gotta go too far down.
You do have to go down, I suppose, but not very far.
You can take the stairs. you don't gotta go down in the elevator. You don't gotta press a button going down, and you just hop a flight down. You could jump the railing to get to the pecs.
Although, to be fair, maybe doing poppers too much is maybe in a couple holes in this person's brain. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I know it can't be good for you. Don't be huffing popper.
We're going to say we don't endorse poppers.
We don't endorse poppers, and that's not because we're anti-gay, okay?
We're not even anti-drug.
We don't want you to do things that are going to hurt your body and make you say that you're going down on pecs, because that's just confusing to everybody.
It doesn't make sense. If you're not making sense, I'm going to be a little concerned for you. Just in that way. If you think you go down on pecs, I'm not sure. Listen, if you're going to do poppers, I'd rather you do it at home, kids. And
I think this person did do it at home.
Because
they were at home doing pop. Which also is a very sad time to be doing poppers. That's more of a party drug that you do when you're going out to have fun. It's like doing poppers alone in your room is like...
Oh, man, do I have a problem?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think...
I think a little bit.
I've also never seen pecs...
Pecs that you wanted to go down on.
Yeah, pecs maybe... I can appreciate a pair of titties as much as the next guy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have I pecs specifically?
Pecs at their most pleasurable looking.
Sure.
I wouldn't even say pecked out because I'd argue there's a point of diminished returns.
You say that about everything.
I think that's true about everything. I don't know if there's anything in the world where more means better.
Money.
Nah, I feel like there's a sweet spot where you can have too much money. Anyways, I just think I don't know why Simu Liu has a good pair of pecs that I've seen recently, so we'll name him.
Okay, we'll name drop.
They're perfectly shaved and they look very, very clean and strong. I don't know that
your criteria for good pecs: clean, strong.
I'm just describing his, not necessarily my perfect pec. I just think of all the pecs I've seen recently, that's one that's coming to mind that I could probably. They do a good job showing him off in Shang-Chi. There's a whole pec glory moment.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, and you know what?
Pec appreciation.
Pec appreciation.
A pec appreciation.
A pec creation.
I'm going to stop while I'm ahead.
That's fine. My point is, as good as they look, I don't know what I would do with them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if somebody was like, hey, I was like, hey, what do you want? And they'll be like, can you go down on my pecs? I would be like, I don't know what that means. You're going to have to explain it to me.
Yeah.
In detail, because that is confusing to me.
Just, do your thing like you would do down there, but a little bit up here.
Above? Okay. Yeah. Not too tall of an order.
No? Okay. Great. Here's one for you.
Thanks. I'm going to bing your bong. You know what you did. Prepare yourself for battle. And then it's an emoticon, but not like an emoji, like an emoticon.
Yeah, actual typed out on a keyboard.
Yeah, like a greater than sign, a colon, and then a parentheses.
Symbolizing an angry face.
This is a real internet thing to say.
I'm going to bing your bong.
It's also a real outdated internet thing to say. With the rate the internet goes today...
Outdated is 2 days ago.
2 days ago. This is more than 2 days. This is beginning of the summer outdated.
Yeah.
So catch up. You know what you did. They also called Portland Poorland. That's intense.
Didn't like that.
Didn't love that.
Didn't love that.
That's a weird thing to say.
Unless they're referring to, is there a community they are from that they call to as Portland? Then that's different.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
Self-identification.
They're not. They're technically the little circle on the map isn't all of Portland. It's a specifically
street, Portland, and they're gonna bing your bong.
They're gonna bing your bong. Hey, if you're out there with a bong, look out, it might get binged. We've got one more misconnection for you, but before we go, we just want to say thanks for joining us on another deep dive into the misconnection section. If you enjoyed yourself, consider leaving a rating and review in the Apple Podcast app or tell a friend about the pod. The theme song was performed by Talon Bigelow, Rosie Sherman, and Elena Afanasiev. Follow us on Instagram at Craigslistential Crisis for more misconnections, behind-the-scenes content, and more. All right, Sarah, here's one last misconnection for you.
Time to take us home. Portland Steamworks. Last load. You, cute tall guy who took it from me at Steamworks Portland before you had to leave for your flight. Hit me up. Take my load to Utah.
I'm Talon Bigelow.
I'm Sarah Townsend.
This has been Craigslistential Crisis.
I couldn't even say it with you that time. I'm processing.
I'm so sorry.
No. It's good. I'm processing.
I think we all are.
It's also, take my load to Utah is in quotes as though it's a thing they said. What if somebody said that upon completing?
I mean, I think they did.
No.
You caught my eye in the grocery line, and I fancied myself a hell of a fella, but at the time I was nervous. Don't want to look like a pervert, but damn, it's hard to discern it. Were you flirting or were you just being kind? Is this a sign? Did the planets align? Cause the pleasantries we exchanged were nothing short of divine. Societal paradigms say it's all in my mind, but I think I sense a connection, so I'm hopping online to the .org, incorporated in 99. That's been in dire need of redesign since in Roman time. To the cutie who told the clerk that they were all out of time, from the wise guy behind her who said you can have mine. That's my opening line. I hope you'll pardon the pun. I'm not that kind of a guy. I'm not one to solicit strangers, but I'm strangely inclined. So if the feeling is reciprocated, send a reply.
They call it shooting your shot cause you might miss. And now I'm praying to God that you see this. You got me acting like I'm religious. I'm in a existential crisis. They call it shooting your shot cause you might miss. And now I'm praying to God that you see this. You got me acting like I'm religious. I'm in a existential crisis.
Taking the misconnection section into new directions. It's second chances to full romances from passing glances. Yeah.